Hello and welcome to the Lutheran Witness podcast. I'm Roy Askins, the managing editor of the Lutheran Witness, and I want to take a moment here to talk to you a little bit about our plans and hopes here on the Lutheran Witness podcast, the Lutheran Witness magazine, and Lutheran Witness online. It's our goal and our responsibility here at the Lutheran Witness to help you interpret the world from a Lutheran perspective. Now, as you'll read in an upcoming issue of the Lutheran Witness, when I mean perspective, I don't mean that I want to help you look through the Lutheran lens at the world. As Lutherans, it's not that we have this perspective that we put on as we look at the world, that we look through a lens that colors the world around us. Rather, the Lutheran perspective is more like a vista. It's more like what we're looking at. And as Lutherans, it's that we're looking at Jesus. We don't look through a Lutheran lens at the world and make the world Lutheran. Rather, we keep our eyes focused on Jesus Christ and Him crucified for the sins of the world. And from that central piece and source, we can understand and live in this contemporary world. To be Lutheran means to look first and foremost to Jesus Christ. And it's our goal and our responsibility here at the Lutheran Witness to help you all see this world by looking first to Jesus and looking to Him at all times. So do take a moment when your August issue of the Lutheran Witness comes and look a little bit more. You'll be able to read a little bit more what I mean when I say that this is what a Lutheran perspective is. In the meantime, let me explain a little bit about what I'm doing here on the podcast with you. Here at the Lutheran Witness, we're working to help you understand and interpret the contemporary world. And to help us do that, we're actually updating our website, which if you haven't already seen, you'll be able to see soon. As part of this update, we are adding a little more content to the website, but we're also adding additional ways for you to consume this content. And one of the ways that you'll be able to do that is through the Lutheran Witness podcast. Now, the Lutheran Witness podcast is not really a traditional podcast in the sense of me getting on with a bunch of other people and talking about topics. Rather, the Lutheran Witness podcast is actually a reading of all the articles that will be coming out on the Lutheran Witness website. So if you don't have time to sit down and read them, you can line them up in your podcast queue and listen to them as you're driving down the road. Now, another special feature of this podcast will be that I will be reading a number of these podcasts or a number of these articles, but some of our writers will actually be reading their articles for you, which is a great pleasure. We have some great readers, Dr. Adam Kuntz, Reverend Dr. Adam Kuntz, who is a professor at Concordia Theological Seminary in Fort Wayne, as well as the Rachel Bomberger, who is the former managing editor of the Lutheran Witness. She is also one of our writers and will be reading her articles for you as well. So great pleasure, lots of great readings coming up for you, and another way that you can hear and receive this content and that helps you look at the world from a Lutheran perspective. I also want to encourage you to take a moment to look at the website. We are, of course, updating it, but you'll find there something really neat that we're doing as we're updating this website, and that is the Letter to the Editor contest. Now, the Letter to the Editor contest is actually more of a comment on a website contest, but the way this works is if you leave a letter to the editor in the comments of an article on the new website, following our guidelines in the print edition, 150 words, thoughtfully written, include your name, state, city, and in this case, your email address as well. If you leave a comment like that, on August 1st, the editors and I will sit down and pick the two best comments, and they will be published in the letters to the editor in the print edition of an upcoming issue, and those winners will receive the Lutheran Witness online reading gift package. This package includes things like a Lutheran Witness mug. It includes things like coasters. There will be some coffee available in there as well, and a power bank for charging your phone so that after you spend hours and hours reading content and listening to content on the Lutheran Witness website, you'll be able to charge your phone up and continue to read some more. So take a moment to see that contest and enter that by writing a letter to the editor. Thank you for listening here to the Lutheran Witness. We look forward to bringing you more wonderful content and helping you interpret the world from a Lutheran perspective.